की आवाज प्रोग्राम की इस खास पेशकश में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। मैं हूं आपके साथ महेश बहुगुणा और मेरी ग्राउंड रिपोर्ट टीम आज गंगा यमुना और माँ गंगा यमुना उद्गम स्रोतों का दौरा कर रही है। बिल्कुल मैं जहां पर खड़ा हूं मेरे दाईं तरफ माँ गंगा भागीरथी बिल्कुल मुख्य स्रोत है यहाँ पर। और जब वहाँ पर मैं दौरा कर रहा हूँ मेरी टीम, तो मुझे वहाँ पर एक फॉरेनर्स मिलते हैं, टॉम मोरेटी, यानी लगभग बताया जा रहा मोर देन 18 ईयर से महाराज जी इंडिया में रहते हैं और ये डिवोटी ऑफ महर्षि जी हैं। सबसे बड़ी बात यदि मैं इस देश की बात करूं, ओशो महाराज, महर्षि इस तरीके से इतने इंटेलेक्चुअल हुए हैं जिन्होंने अपने वेद और हिंदू के जो सनातन धर्म है इसके लिए पूरी दुनिया में काम किया और जाने का प्रयास करूंगा। आप बिलीव कीजिए कि आज भी वो श्रीमद् भागवत और देवी भागवत, गीता, विष्णु पुराण, शिव पुराण तमाम चीज़ों को अध्ययन करते रहते हैं। मेडिटेशन के लिए आए हैं। टॉम मोरेटी साहब बहुत बहुत स्वागत, वेलकम टू हियर एंड जस्ट assemble me. So what would you like to tell? When did you come in India?
Well, Panditji, I've been in India since about 1997.
Right.
I was in Delhi for about 6 years, and then after that, I spent the past 18 years here.
So what basically for what purpose you came in India? What the
Initially, I came to teach in Maharshi's schools in Delhi, in Noida area, Maharshi Nagar. We had about 400 students taking MBA degree and PGDBA degree. So I was a professor there. I have an MBA background and I also have a PhD. So I taught in that school as a professor.
you are full devotee of Maharshi ji. So what would you like to express something about the Maharshi ji?
Well, it's traditional. You don't say much about the master, so I won't say too much. But I will say that, what Maharshi means is great rishi. And what Maharshi saw was the structure of the Veda in a very profound way that has not been seen, and I would say about 10,000 years. No one has seen the level of detail, the structure of the Veda itself. And working with a famous physiologist who is also a follower of Maharshi and now his successor, Dr. Tony Nader, Maharshi has brought out very detailed knowledge of the relationship between modern physiology and the structure of the Veda itself.
In few lines, if I ask you, how did you become the full devotee of Maharshi ji? How did you meet the first time? Little bit.
Well, the first time I met Maharshi was when I was on my teacher training course. That was in California, actually. I went to a Science of Creative Intelligence course there, which was part of TTC, part of teacher training course. And there Maharshi came and he spoke to us for about 2 weeks out of a 1-month assembly that we were there for. And I was very impressed by Maharshi.
The Maharshi ji, the main meditation and the peace for the world, one type of their theme was there. So what would you like to tell what the basically meditation and the main theme of Maharshi ji?
Well, what Maharshi taught initially was just the practice of meditation. He didn't talk about Veda or anything like that. It wasn't until 1980 that he invited us to India and to Delhi to the Vedic Science Conference to hear great experts in the Veda that he had assembled around himself to talk about Veda. But before that, he was just talking about Bhavati Dhyan, transcendental meditation, a very simple, natural, effortless.
Well, Maharshi ji used to even tell something about your Gita and all this.
Maharshi wrote a commentary on the Gita. He said it was necessary that there should be another commentary available to tell people the essential message of the Gita, which is found in verse 45 of chapter 2, which is Nistre Gunyo.
What is that?
Nistre Gunyo Bhavarjuna means be without the three gunas. That means be without activity. That means transcend. Go from the field of dynamic activity to a very simple practice of Bhavati Dhyan, transcendental meditation, arrive at the state of complete silence, complete peacefulness.
कहीं ना कहीं महर्षि जी ने भी गीता और देवी भागवत, श्रीमद् भागवता जैसे पुराणों का प्रचार किया पूरी दुनिया में और पूरी दुनिया में लोगों को जोड़ा और हजारों लोग, लाखों लोग महर्षि जी के अनुयायी बने. अच्छा, one thing is there in the Gita. What is Gita in your way?
Well, the Gita, of course, is the story of Arjuna on the battlefield, not being able to decide what to do. Here he was a great kshatriya. He was the hero of the Mahabharata. But at the same time, when he saw all of his countrymen assembled, all of his relatives and teachers, and he realized he was about to kill all of them, he said to Krishna, I said, how can I kill them? I can't do that.
Do you believe utterly this, what the totally written all this?
Oh, sure. This story is not just mythology. This is what the British said about Indian Vedic culture, that it was all a myth. But it's not a myth at all. It's very real. These are real stories. Someone asked Maharishi, on how many levels are these stories real? And he said, on every level.
और टॉम मोरेटी अमेरिका के रहने वाले यूएसए के, वो भी कह रहे हैं ये जो श्रीमद् भागवत की जो ये कहानी नहीं है, ये एक ऐसा ग्रंथ है जो वास्तविक हुआ है। कई बार धर्मों को लेकर के भी कई बातें सुनने को मिलती हैं, अटरली बिलीव करते हैं वैदिक के ऊपर और हिंदू का जो सनातन धर्म है। अच्छा, व्हाट वुड यू लाइक टेल टू इंडियन कल्चर, रिलीजन एंड वैदिक एंड वेद?
Well, India, of course, is known as the land of the Veda. It's the only country in the world where the Veda is really alive. It's alive in the culture. It's alive in the pundits like yourself who are maintaining this beautiful Vedic tradition. And that's very important because what the Veda is not just a belief system. It's an actual description of the structure of the universe.
Right. और स्वामी जी कह रहे हैं कि एकमात्र दुनिया का वो धर्म, पूरी जो लाइव है, जो दिखता है, एकमात्र ये धर्म है। और ये जो सनातन है, ये जो वेद है, ये वास्तविक ही पूरी दुनिया में ऐसा कहीं नहीं है, ऐसा टॉम मोरेटी साहब बता रहे हैं। अच्छा, व्हाट वुड यू लाइक टू टेल इन योर वन वे जस्ट अबाउट द महर्षि जी मैसेज? व्हाट इज द मैसेज वुड यू लाइक टू कन्वे बिहाफ ऑफ द महर्षि जी?
Maharishi's basic message is life is bliss. Life is here to enjoy.
Right.
So the way to do that is to transcend every day, do this Bhavati Gyan twice a day, and you will arrive at that field of peacefulness, silence, but fullness, which is the basis of success in activity. Arjuna was a very dynamic person. He was a warrior. He had to be very dynamic. And he was very successful because he learned from Krishna this simple art of how to transcend, how to experience the field of being, and then come out into the field of becoming.
So what is your in further? Will you be continue in India?
Yes, I'm here to develop that full state of enlightenment.
Right.
And this is the best place for it, actually.
What is your schedule to since morning to till night?
We do a longer meditation program. All that's necessary for most people is 20 minutes twice a day to get the full benefit of the growth of meditation, of consciousness through meditation. But because we're doing this a little bit longer, we have a longer program with some special advanced procedures. It takes a little longer. We spend most of our day in the experience of Bhavati Gyan and its advanced techniques.
Right. Thank you very much for joining me. What is it, Tom Morati ji? Can you speak one line in Sanskrit?
Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna and Yoga Sta Kuru Karmani.
Okay. Do you know this one silence pray for the like Krishna, Santakaram Bhujakshanam, Padmanabham Suresham? Do you know this one?
Many mantras there are. I know a few of the mantras.
One mantra. Can you speak out?
Okay. The mantras that we have for meditation are special mantras that are to be used internally only.
Right.
We don't speak them out.
Right.
So that I haven't studied.
And do you believe mantra, tantra, and yantra? These three are the powerful. You know, mantra means that Sanskrita, silence which you speak, and technology, and instrumental like the weapon. And do you believe this?
Maharishi emphasized that yoga and yajna are important for creating peace in the world and creating success for every individual.
Okay.
So we now have the knowledge of how to perform yajna properly,
Okay.
and we also know how to do yoga. Yoga means Bhavati Gyan, transcendental meditation.
Right. चल, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग मी। और ऐसे टॉम मोरेटी कहीं ना कहीं हमारे धर्म और इसको सुपर बताया गया है। और तो अच्छा, प्रेजेंटली यू नो द सिनेरियो ऑफ द इंडिया, so lot of people are disputing for the religion. What would you like?
Well, this is interesting because, you know, a part of the Vedic knowledge is Sapatya Veda, which deals with buildings. And it's said that because India has this round building
Okay.
for meeting of the parliament,
Okay.
there are all these conflicts inside.
Okay.
That's because it's not Sapatya Vedic. Ideally, from a Sapatia-Vedic standpoint, buildings should be square or rectangular.
Right.
And when India shifts to a better Sapatia-Vedic structure, you'll find better success for the parliament and for the Senate.
थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग मी। पूरा बता रहे किस तरीके से, जिस तरीके से पार्लियामेंट और एक नींव होती है मजबूत बिल्डिंग की, वही है हिंदू का कल्चर और ट्रेड। थैंक यू वेरी मच। ये थे मेरे साथ टॉम मोराटी, कई सालों से मोर देन 18 ईयर्स इंडिया में रहते हैं और फुल डिवोटी हैं महर्षि जी के। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू।
My pleasure. Thank you.
थैंक यू।